you're in Cali, right?
I am. I'm in California. Where are you?
I'm in Costa Rica.
Yeah, I know. I heard you said Costa Rica. Costa Rica sounds so sick. I want to go there.
You got to come down,
I may have to. I may have to stop by, see you, get a quick field trip in.
man. How long you been in Cali for?
Well, I moved here 1 year ago, actually. So I'm born and raised in Lexington, Kentucky, and I just moved to Burbank.
Yep. And tell me a little bit about that because I read a little bit about your history. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'll wrap that up kind of at the start of the podcast. But what was it? You had. I mean, I heard about this thing. You had a viral video when you were 5 years old. Why don't we start there? What happened with that thing?
Yeah, for sure. So I started doing social media like professionally, I guess you could say 1 year ago. But yeah, I did make my first viral video at 5 years old. And it was kind of like an impersonation of, have you ever heard of Bon Qui?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so I did like a impersonation of Bon Qui, and it was like, "Hello, welcome to King Burger. We'll do it your way, but don't get crazy." And my mom just recorded me, and she put the camera in front of me, and the video did like really, really, really well. I mean, it did like well, it got like 100,000 views.
Hmm.
So like that's crazy, like at 5 years old. So
Was that on
that was the
YouTube?
first viral video. It was on YouTube, and it's still there to this day.
Well, I like that. I like not taking down. So a lot of people like to clean up their past by taking stuff down, but I like people who keep it up, man.
Yeah, I love keeping it up. I think it's just good memories. I can always look back on that.
100%, 100%. I think that's like
100%.
part of what I do, and I do a lot of different stuff. And part of it is kind of this like living history, right? Where your kids can look
Mm,
back on it. Your kids are going to get to look back on you doing this crazy stuff, in your
right.
teen. Be like, Daddy, what were you doing?
I completely agree. It's something where you can be like, if your kids do social media, it'd be like, hey, we got a whole journey here. We can start at 5 years old. Then we're gonna go to my 13-year-old, now 15, now 16, and they just see the whole journey, instead of taking it down. I hate when people do that.
Absolutely. I mean, I think who knows what this is even going to be. Part of my overall life thesis is who knows what this is even going to be in
Mm.
10 years. Social media as we kind of know it now might be completely different in 10 years. Do you have any thoughts on what you think might happen?
I definitely do believe it'll be completely different, and the world's changing every single day. I mean, new inventions are coming about. I see more stuff with like modern day transportation and everything. So I think social media. I think Instagram will. I would say, let's just say in 10 years, we're gonna go 10 years. I think
Okay.
Instagram will be dead
Sure.
in 10 years. I think TikTok will probably not be around. I think there's gonna be new platforms. I think everything's gonna be new. I think
Yeah.
Snapchat's gonna be gone. I think Facebook's still gonna be around just because I think just the older generation just loves Facebook.
Yeah. Well,
I
it's a
mean,
monster
no
too, right?
offense to older generation, but
Yep.
no, yeah, I think Facebook's still gonna be around. But I just believe there's gonna be a new platform. Like there's always new platforms every single year, and there's always new ones coming about. Like TikTok's a new one, and nobody would have ever believed TikTok was gonna be a thing 5 years ago.
Yep.
So
Now, so
that's what I
tell
believe.
me, with that, are you continually trying new apps and stuff that come out? Do you stay current with that, or what do you? I mean, obviously, you're focusing mainly on TikTok, but are you on the other? Are you searching through other platforms and getting comfortable with those as they come out?
For sure, I am searching through the other platforms. There's several platforms that are out right now. There's one called Lasso that I'm not working on it as much anymore. I was trying to post consistently, like post every single day on there. What
Yep.
I did was kind of like before I posted the video on TikTok, I would screen record it so it would take away the watermark, and then I just posted on Lasso.
Yep.
But I noticed that like the app wasn't growing and it just wasn't really benefiting me as a creator. So I was like, you know what? Kind of gonna step back, and I was
Yeah. Yeah.
invited to like their creator events and everything. So like I was like part of the creator community, but I wasn't noticing like it was helping or anything. So I
Yep.
stopped doing that. And there's other like picture platforms. There's one called Photo, which is Photo,
Hmm.
and I was invited to their creator events and everything. And same thing, I just wasn't noticing like growth in their platform, and they had viewers on there and they had users, but it just wasn't helping. So I kind of stopped. But I'm always trying to be on the lookout for new platforms.
Isn't that Lasso? Isn't that Lasso? That's a Google product, isn't it?
Yes,
Is it Google? I think, or did they
it's
acquire it? I can't remember. One or the other,
I
right?
think they acquired it. It's owned by Facebook at the moment, and
Oh, that's.
Facebook and
I'm sorry. You're
Instagram.
right. That's right. It's Facebook. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm pretty. Yeah, it's Facebook or Instagram. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So take me back though, when you were What year? How old were you when you moved to California?
I moved to California. Well, 14.
14.
14. So my birthday is September 19th, and then I
Yep.
officially made the move like October, like mid-October. So I was
Mhm.
14 years old.
Now, how did that happen? Was this like you were just super motivated to do it, or your parents were interested? Like me, I'll just give you a little. Like me and my son. If my son,
Yeah,
I've
I'd love
tried
to
to
hear
help
it.
him start YouTube channels. We've done streaming things, but he's never really followed through. Was this just something where you were following through and your parents were like, "Okay, let's go"? I mean, how'd that work?
For sure. Yeah, I love that you're helping your son. I think it's so good. I really think like with kids, it all starts with the parents. If like if you want if you want your son to succeed, you gotta raise them right. Be like, hey, this is what you got to do this, and that's what my dad's really always focused on with me. Both of my parents have, and they're always teaching me right and wrong. They're telling me like, Parker, if this is what you want to do, then put all your eggs into it. But also like, well, sorry, don't put all your eggs in it, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. But they're saying like, put like really sorry. I know. I was like,
No,
what
dude.
they're saying is
Look,
like,
man. Hey, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with throwing all your eggs in the basket, dude. I mean, if you want to go, I
yeah.
tell my son, if you want to go all in on anime, for example, he likes anime.
Mhm.
He likes drawing anime. You want to go all in on anime? Go in on all in on anime. But when it gets hard, you must stay with anime. You can't just like
Yeah.
drop out because you're tired of taking anime classes, right? That's my feeling on it. The way I try to push my kid, but man, he doesn't want to do anything, man.
Good way to put it. I get it. No, that's smart. I think that's a really good way to put it. That's better, I guess. I guess what my parents were saying, and I'll kind of get into it. I don't, or no, we'll get into the in a second. But
Yeah,
long story short, what my parents were saying basically is the fact that I guess that when I was saying, hey, let me move to LA, I want to be in the entertainment industry, they were saying, don't put all your eggs into one basket just in case this doesn't work out. But now that
sure.
they're seeing this is working out every single day, put all your eggs in this one basket. Like I'm not doing any sports, I'm
Yep.
not doing anything else. I'm just all in the entertainment industry with acting, social media, stand-up comedy, hosting, everything. But long story short, my parents live in Lexington, Kentucky. I live out here with a legal guardian.
Hmm.
We hired this girl that was my babysitter when I was probably about 10 years old. We hired her, we flew her out, and now she lives with me. She normally takes me from like place to place, interview to interview, all that good stuff. And
Wow.
my parents still come out like every single month. They try to come out once every month, and it's still
Wow.
like a healthy relationship with them. I'm not like emancipated or anything, and we still love each other.
Wow, that's incredible. Actually, that's one of the. I mean, you probably have met people out there in California. Maybe this is a normal thing, but you were the first one where I was like, when I read that article, I saw the article on Twitter,
Mm,
and I said to myself, "Wow, that is you don't hear that very often, where the parent steps up, organizes somebody to take care of you, pays for it, really invests in your future." You got to give it to your that's pretty awesome. If you don't know, it's
definitely,
pretty awesome of your
definitely.
parents to do that.
It's literally insane, and I sit in bed and pray every single night. I'm like, wow, God, thank you so much for giving me such an amazing family who
Yep.
supports me and cares for me. And it's obviously like it's such a sacrifice to be living in LA without my family. Like it's hard. And I was a
Sure.
kid who literally like, this is what's crazy is when I was a kid, or I mean I'm still a kid, but like I guess go back 3 years ago in Kentucky, I was literally, and I've never told this to anybody like on like a social media or a podcast or anything, but I was literally scared to go to do sleepovers. I was scared to spend the night at places, and I literally hated to. I wanted to be with my family as much as possible. I would literally, my friend lived less than a mile away, and I would not spend the night at his house. I just spend as much time with my family as possible. I was scared to leave them.
Dude, that's honestly, it's if nobody's told you, that's completely normal. I was terrified. Uh, I would literally, I can't remember the first time I went to sleep over at a friend's house and like
Yeah,
literally had to fake being sick so that I could go home, right? Because it felt like
yeah,
bad, right? That's
yeah.
a real thing. Uh, and so, wow, to actually move when you're still young enough to still feel that stuff, that's insane, man. Incredible.
It is, man. It's a crazy life that I live. I'll tell you.
Absolutely amazing. Did when you moved out there, had you already started on TikTok or were you just doing YouTube and that sort of thing?
I
Or were
was
you
just
on
doing
I know you were on
YouTube.
Musically briefly before TikTok, right? You were on Musically before?
Yeah, so I was, yes and no. Well, so I started when I moved to LA, I was just doing YouTube and I really didn't have like any like view of how social media works at all. I had no clue how it worked and I didn't really have any friends out here. I was very lonely out in LA. Now it's completely opposite.
Sure.
Um, but I was just doing YouTube, just filming videos just with my camera and I was posting some like videos on Instagram and pictures. I had like 12,000 on Instagram, which is still a solid following.
Hmm.
But now it's grown so much with TikTok. And I never really did musically that much. I had like one musically up there because my dad was like, Park, you need to do a musically. But I never really got into musically.
Sure. Yep. I mean, I saw, I scrolled through your whole feed. Um, and as I said, I'll talk about it in the beginning of the podcast, but some impressive numbers for sure.
Thank you.
Whatever. I don't even know, 18 million views on on a video. Amazing. And
Thank you.
what was, when you were moving out there, what was did you just knew you wanted to do videos and be a personality, or did you actually like have a plan? I mean, what was your rough idea of how you're going to make money or make a career out of this? What was your idea when you started, and has it changed to today? Like, what is it today?
Yeah, when I moved out here, I guess the main focus of mine was really just to get into the acting industry and really just go out on auditions every single day. And we got like theatrical auditions, commercial auditions, all that good stuff, right? But I guess when I came out here, I guess the whole perspective of things changed. And I really realized how hard it is to make it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not just like one audition is going to book you. So, like, that's what my dad told me. He's like, Parker, like, you got to keep on going. So I started doing stand-up comedy and now the hosting and TikTok and really taking social media seriously. And that's where like everything started coming about when I started like broadening my horizons and
Hmm.
really doing more things than just acting.
Interesting. So you're doing stand up as well? Are you continuing
I
that, or
am,
you do?
yeah, I'm continuing stand-up comedy. I literally, this is my notepad. I write a lot of my, no, I think it's in the other notepad. I write a lot of my like stand-up sets in one of these notepads here. I'm gonna do one here soon, so we'll see. We'll see.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
incredible, right? I mean, even the part of what starting my podcast and doing my videos and all this sort of stuff was this idea of overcoming the fear, the anxiety of being in front of people and talking to,
Mhm.
in front of people. Have you ever had that problem, or that's always just been natural? You've never had a problem doing that sort of stuff?
For me, I feel like it's always been more natural. It's really just kind of the thing where I was born into it. My parents were never like, "Hey, get yourself out of your shell." They always made that
Yeah.
joke of like Parker's got to get out of his shell. Oh my gosh, because I've always been like such an energetic kid, like always going crazy. So
Yep. That's cool, man. I wanted to ask you, getting into the nitty gritty of TikTok. Um, how do you, I see when I go through your videos and I see a lot of the people in the same video or in multiple videos. So are those just
Mhm.
your friends, or do you work with like a team of people? How does it work for you when you're creating all of your videos, TikToks, YouTube? Do you work with a team, or how does that work?
Yeah, for sure. So I don't currently work with a team with TikTok. I'm literally just filming videos with my friends almost all the time. And I've noticed with TikTok is when you have a tight core group of friends on the platform, then it's like you guys all are working together and the fans are like, oh my gosh, best trio on the platform, best trio, blah blah blah. You guys are creating great content. So I'm really like I work with like three of my friends, or sorry, two other friends, and I'm three.
Yep.
Um, and we're just filming videos together, and like we get a lot of comments for like best trio, love your all's videos, blah blah blah. And it's helped all three of us out. It's helped our engagement, and I've grown tremendously, and both of my friends have too.
So you're just tagging each other in the videos, kind of thing?
Yeah, it's just tagging each other in the videos and I kind of have like a that's like two of my other friends that are dudes, but then I also have like a larger group of friends that I also have like girls involved because like we
Sure.
involve like girls in our videos, like funny skits and stuff.
Yep.
So I have like a good group of I would say maybe 8 to 10 people where we all just like are collabing off of each other all the time, and sometimes I'll collab with other people too.
Now tell me how that would work. Like how you plan, for example, I was, more recently you did one where obviously you guys were at like a mall or something, right? So
Yeah.
what do you think about? Do you think about, oh wait, I got two skits for me, before I even go to the mall? You plan out a couple ahead, and then other people plan out ahead too, different ones, or do you guys share kind of the same videos, or how does that work?
Mhm. Yeah, I think everybody's different. For me, what I do though is I normally I either take my notepad right here and I'll write out my skit ideas, or
Hmm.
I'll just scroll through TikTok in the For You page and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I love that idea. I'll throw it into my favorites and then I'll try to create my own content based off of it and
Yep.
kind of find a way to make mine unique and different.
So when you're looking, that's how you're getting your sounds as well. I'm assuming
Hmm.
that's you.
Yeah,
You hear a
it's
sound in a
yeah.
certain video, and you're like, okay, that's I want to maybe not create this exact video, but be similar. Use this
Mhm.
sound. That's how you. That's how your kind of strategy for that.
Yeah, that's my strategy on that. I normally always use like sounds that excuse me that I see on TikTok For You page.
Nice. The it's just interesting. Like, so for example, when you were at that mall doing that photo shoot, is that like an all day thing? So you created, I don't know, you maybe created a couple videos, and then you created other ones for Instagram. Your friends are also creating a
Mhm.
couple. So out of that shoot, you guys might make 10 videos in a day, kind of thing. Is that how that works?
Yeah, so everybody has different ways of I guess creating their content. So I guess with that, I have like so many different friend groups. It's kind of crazy. With that group of friends, what we normally do is we when they come to town. So I live in LA, obviously, but they don't live in LA. Like they're kind of all over the place.
Hmm.
And what will happen is we'll like get an Airbnb and I'll just stop by like in the mornings, hang out all day, just film content. For us, like we're such a tight group of friends. We all like know each other so well. We enjoy hanging out with each other, and content just comes naturally. Like it's
Yep.
not forced, and it's not like, hey, you need to film this video real fast. It's like we're just hanging out and we're living life, and it's not like somebody random just coming into the friend group like. Hey, what's up? I want to film a video with you. You know, like we're already tight friends. And then I also, I the other go back 3 days, I would say, and I was just with a bunch of I was with one of my friends and he invited me to hang out with a bunch of other people, creators that I didn't know, like people that I had
Hmm.
no clue of. And that was kind of something where I guess I would be that random person coming in and saying, hey, blah,
Sure.
blah. But I went into her house and it was nice. Like they had a huge bottom floor of just filming. They had like a super professional camera. They have a backdrop and everything. And it's all for TikTok, some YouTube too. And we were just filming videos there. So that didn't come as naturally. That was kind of a set aside collab day. We're all just creating content.
Wow, that's fantastic, man. You're
Mhm.
so lucky to be a part of that, man. I think it's pretty lucky. I think it's awesome. Um,
I am. I'm so grateful for it. You know, I wouldn't, and for me, like I don't consider it lucky. I would consider it more like kind of a thing where it's like more kind of a thing where it's like when I'm putting in work, results will come out of it. You know,
oh,
and
100%.
it's like, yeah.
100%. I did not mean to. Yes, lucky
No,
in
yeah,
that.
you're good.
More what I'm the
You're
proper
good.
word is fortunate,
Mhm.
to be able to take part in
Fortunate,
that. But there's no
so
luck
fortunate.
involved. I know that any sort of success or being in the right position is from hard work and grinding and making tough choices.
Yeah, and a
There's
little bit
no
of luck is
shortcut.
involved. Don't get me wrong. No,
Yeah,
definitely, definitely. And a little bit of luck is involved with like the acting and everything
sure.
because sometimes like it's like if one person breaks the leg in front of you, then it's like your second stream, like you're coming in right behind. So I guess a little bit of luck is involved. But I just like to say that because I hear a lot of people say lucky, and I'm like, it's
Yeah, no, that's
fortunate, not just lucky. You know, you're
no,
putting in work
trust me,
behind
I am definitely of the mindset that you make your own luck. And
for sure. Definitely, that's a good way to put it.
for sure. Um, when I'm looking at videos, so when you're doing a video, for example, I've seen ones where you've done, hey, to see the ending, go to my Instagram, right? Do you find
Mhm.
those perform pretty well when it comes to engagement or getting you followers on Instagram?
Yeah, it performs so well and it
Okay.
literally like boosts my engagement on Instagram tenfold. So I
Wow.
posted that video. Are you watching the one where I threw my phone in the water?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so I threw my phone in the water for a video. I threw my phone in the water for a video and I cut it right before it hit the water. And I was
Hmm.
like, this is gonna do great. It's gonna get so many views. And I put in the caption, I said, go check out my Instagram for the full video. And then immediately everybody went to my Instagram, like increased the traction. And what I did which is kind of like bad. I never posted the video on my Instagram, which is like
Wow. So then
I
people, of course, are like, "Where's the video? Where's the video?"
right, but I did that strategically though because they're like saying, "Where's the video?" So they're gonna stay active on my profile until they see the video.
Yep.
So my account is also private. I mean, I put it private for the video. It's not private anymore. It was private so that everybody like they wouldn't just go to my page, watch the
Oh
video,
man.
and leave. They had to request my page,
Man,
so
you
they
are
went and
that's
requested my page.
fantastic, dude. That is incredible. That is so
So I
smart.
did it private overnight, and I gained like 500 followers.
Man, did somebody teach you that technique, or you just figured that one out yourself?
One of my friends told me kind of a way that he did it, and I kind of did it a little bit differently. So he was smart in that, but I think it's kind of like it's an ancient technique a lot of people have used, I guess.
Can you toggle? I don't even know. Can you toggle that back and forth like at will? Your private versus public on Instagram?
You can, and I wouldn't suggest doing it honestly, because I don't think it's that good, and it's probably like I may do it one more time, but I don't know how well it really helps your engagement on your post because like I think if somebody just follows you and requests you, because I used to be private for a while back when go back maybe yeah like a year or so, and I was private thinking that this would help, right?
Right.
And it really didn't help my engagement that well. And I looked at my friend too, and I guess it didn't help his engagement that well either when he did it. So I wouldn't really suggest doing it if you're just trying to get numbers in the short term. And I guess it's probably good, but it's not going to
Yep.
help your engagement that well.
Interesting. I have heard but positive things about that. I knew some guys who ran different kind of Instagram pages with like funny videos where they would just
Mm,
grab. They're not even making the content. They're grabbing the videos from other people's Instagrams pages. It's all done by like a robot, but they
mm,
would make their page private
mm,
because what would happen was you'd have a hilarious video. The person
right.
would click on it. They see that, jokey videos, whatever the name of the page is
Right.
jokey videos, and of course the person he was getting 300 to 500 followers a day just on that,
Mm,
you know, um,
yeah.
rather
That's
than
what the
just let
meme pages
everybody in and
do.
just watch all the videos. But I
Yeah.
don't think that's
That's what that's like.
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I was just saying that's what the meme pages do, but like it's good. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know like if I wouldn't continue doing it. Like I think it's good for like a one-time thing, and it's not like a super ancient technique, and it's not like it's one of those things where
sure.
it's like super rare. It's common, like people do it
Sure.
a lot. I don't know how beneficial it will be to you as a creator though.
100%. I think for a creator it's not, it might be a fun or interesting one-off kind of strategy or something like
Mhm.
that, but not for full time. How do you know? I noticed you're hashtagging when you're hashtagging on TikTok. You use really general hashtags, which I've heard
Yeah.
is not the way to go. Maybe you're big enough where it doesn't even matter. But what's your feeling on hashtag? Because I mean, I see you using what was I picked some, your hashtags like skit, TikTok,
Mhm.
the FY, for you page.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on hashtagging? What do you know about it from a community level with people you talk to there?
So the answer I'm gonna give you here is about to make no sense at all. You're gonna be like, then why the heck do you do this? So I do a lot of different hashtags, right? And I know you saw like I do a lot of these very generic hashtags. Hashtag TikTok, hashtag for you. And I talked to like some of the head people at TikTok, like the creator talent partnership manager, blah blah, like all these people, right? And I was like, should I like hashtag my videos? Like, do I really need to? And I was like, is hashtag for you like beneficial? And they're like, no, hashtag for you is completely pointless. Don't do it. Like, there's no reason to at all. And I'm like, oh, okay, I won't do it. But I continue to do it on every single video. I don't know why. Like, like I said, this is about to make you like,
Hey
what the
man,
heck?
you
Like,
don't want to
why?
jinx it.
Right? Like, I don't want to jinx you. Like, maybe it doesn't work at all. Completely pointless. I still do it on my videos. I
You're
do very
wasting your
generic
time typing it out, bro.
I know you're completely right. So I mean, there's that, and also like I do hashtag TikTok, and it's just in comedy hashtag
Comedy.
comedy.
I literally I saw one. I was like, geez, I wrote it down in my notes, my show notes. It's literally TikTok skit FYI comedy or FYP.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like
FYP
it's so
and
simple,
comedy. I'm like, those are the most generic. It's like each one of those has 85 billion views.
right? I know. It's not gonna help me at all. Maybe it
Yep.
does. I don't think it helps me at all, but I still
Yeah.
do it.
No, I think when I've talked to other TikTok people who are in the know, they tell me you're of such a size it doesn't matter. Basically, the unless you're doing something maybe off brand, like off of what you
Mhm.
do, whatever. You have a video where you're crying and complaining about a girlfriend breaking up with you or something like that, and you're doing it completely off brand or off what you normally do. In that case, just from a perspective of TikTok reading your text and the algorithm taking your text and saying, "Oh, he's talking about being sad," right? Like it
Right.
could work in that sort of realm. Do you ever do stuff
Yeah,
that's off brand for yourself?
definitely. I try to stay on brand as much as possible, but I would say I'm at a good size, I would say, with my following, where it's like my following will keep coming back for more videos and they want more content from me.
Yep.
And the thing is with TikTok though, that's like so tough is that when viewers completely different than Instagram, when viewers look at your profile, they're not going to see your videos like they're not going to see your videos just scrolling through their for you page. For you page is for new creators to come on the scene, and with TikTok, like your videos aren't going to pop up there. They're going to pop into the following tab,
Yep.
and it's so like I hate that they do that, which causes it like so it's like so that you don't get as many viewers on your videos every single time. Like it's not a consistent amount of viewers, completely different than Instagram. So that sucks, but it's part of it.
Yeah. Sorry, I got the dogs barking in the
Oh, you're good. I
background.
love dogs. I love dogs. You're great. You're good. You're
I have a
good.
pig too. If you like pigs, I got the pig. If you can hear the oinking outside too, I got a pig.
I can't hear the oinking, but pigs are dope. I want to get a pig.
Dude, pigs are not dope. Don't ever get a pig, man. I'm telling you,
Don't
pigs are the
don't get a
worst,
pig.
man. You think a
Got it. So
dog
I'm gonna
is a
buy a
pain, dude? A pig is a whole nother level of challenge. A pig's like it's
got
having
it.
a baby, man. They're tough.
I'm gonna buy a pig right now just for
Do
you.
not do it, dude. Dude, if you want bad TikToks, go ahead, get yourself a pig, man.
Bro, bad TikToks. I'm telling actually that'd be great. I was thinking maybe a bunny. Bunny would be cool.
Bunny would
No,
be good.
actually,
Bun-
I was thinking an armadillo. Armadillo would be so sick.
No, dude, cute. Go for cute, man. Cute is killer on TikTok. Like you should have a full-time bunny that you like train to just sit on your shoulder, dude. That would be top shelf.
I
You'd
should.
blow up, man.
I know. I need to. I'm gonna
I
go
used
on
to know, I
Amazon right
lived
now.
on St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, and this was like 20 years
I've
ago.
been there. I love St. Thomas.
Hey, man, there you go. So if you know downtown, right? I used to work downtown. There's like an
Mhm.
outdoor area where they sell like
Yeah.
sarongs and stuff like that. Well, that's where I worked.
Mhm.
And there was a dude down there who had this giant sombrero. This big fat guy had this giant sombrero. And on his shoulder, he had a little Chihuahua dog with the exact same sombrero, but obviously very tiny. And he would walk
Mhm.
around and be like, "Want a picture with my dog? $5. Want a picture with my dog?" Five. And he would
Yeah.
just make a living having people take pictures of him, fat guy with a little dog on the shoulder, dude.
That's so smart. I mean, it's such a smart way to do it. I love
So,
people
dude,
who
if
how
TikTok
creative.
ever goes bad, you get your bunny, dude. $5 with your picture with your bunny, dude. You'll make
$5 bunny.
cake.
$5 bunny. Here we go. $5 bunny. And then if I have an armadillo, even better. $5 bunny. $5 armadillo. $6 if you want to get a video with the armadillo.
That's right, man. $6 if you want to do the TikTok with the video with the
Exactly.
bunny or with the armadillo.
Exactly. Make sure to tag him though. All right. Make sure to
You got to tag him,
him.
dude. He's got to have his own account and
Right.
everything. So
Got
speaking of
to.
money, actually, have you monetized at all your account? You do anything for
I have.
monetization?
I have, yeah. I am currently making revenue through TikTok. Not directly though, which I hate. I hate about TikTok is that TikTok doesn't give you like a paycheck every single day, which
Sure.
does suck. But obviously, it's not gonna like hurt me or anything. So the way that I do it is either through one, brand deals, or two, when I go live on TikTok, my viewers will donate gifts, and gifts will correlate back into money. Like if there's like 1,000 gift points, and there's like 5,000 gift points, and then it just turns into real cash. And I
Yeah,
guess you
how
could
much is
pay
that?
the
I mean, I
maximum.
saw that. I actually donated to some people the other day just to see how that
Mhm,
functions. So when I'm donating 5,000, say 5,000 costs me, I don't know, $10, right? For that 5,000,
mhm.
what cut of that $10 do you get?
I want to make sure real fast. 5,000 is the biggest gift, right?
Is that what it is? I can't remember. I'd have to
I'm
look.
gonna. I'll look right now so we can get to the bottom of this. Let's
I
see.
can't
Let's
remember what
see if
that is.
anybody's live. Yeah. So here we go. Let's go watch. Yeah. Okay. So 5,000 is the biggest gift. So
So that's
the
like
way
50
that
bucks.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's $50. The viewer's gonna pay $50, and then you will get $25 of that.
Okay, so you're
TikTok
getting
will
half.
take the other 25. Yeah, so you're gonna get half. TikTok takes the other 50%, just so they can make money. You know, they got to make their money.
Sure.
So there's that. And brand deals is probably the best way to really start making money on TikTok.
I would think so. Now, do
Mm.
you do? Tell me this strategy. Do you follow this strategy often? Which is like you post a video, then you immediately go live right after you post it, so it looks like you're live when it scrolls through people's feed. Do you do that strategy?
That's a smart strategy. I've never done it before. May
Yep.
have to give it a shot. I will
Oh
probably
wait, you
try
haven't
to do
heard that strategy before?
No, I have not heard
It's
that
called the
strategy. I think it's
McBride
smart.
strategy. I've patented it. You got to pay me $1 every time you do.
The big bad strategy. Gosh, every gift will go towards you. Okay, okay.
I take 25% of the TikTok
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we could do 15. 25 is a little bit too big for me, but 15 we can work
No,
out.
it's actually from a visual perspective, having even
Mm,
if they're following you already, when they're scrolling through their following page and they see your video, but then they see your live too, they're far more likely to first of all engage with your video, and then
definitely.
we're likely to click it. And what I've heard from a guy I know, TikToky guy, um, TikTok expert, he says, especially if you make something relevant to live. So if you do a video which is like, hey, I just got my armadillo and I'm going to go live in a couple seconds, and
Mhm.
then you actually go live as you post that video, he says the engagement rates on that sort of thing are off the charts awesome.
That definitely helps. I've definitely heard of that. What I normally do is I don't go live that often. I really don't, which is kind of a shocker. Mainly when I go live, it will be when I have a viral video picking up. Like I had a viral video, not yesterday, 2 days ago, because it's still the morning. Yeah, 2 days ago, and the video has, I think, it probably has 1 million views now, and it has like 350,000 likes. So I
Mm-hmm.
went live yesterday, and I had a lot more viewers on my live stream, and it did better performance wise. So I normally go live when videos are going viral. But I'm
And
gonna give that
so you're
that
going
the
live
McBride.
as it's actually going viral. So when you see it ramping, you actually then go live. Is that right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that's what I do. But I feel like I should give the McBride method a shot.
So yeah, the McBride best method is kind of the inverse. But tell me what you do. Do you do anything with that as far as this is another strategy I've learned about is okay, you've created a video that actually is going viral. You then
Mm.
basically take that video, create a slight different variation, or even almost the exact same video. You can even do the same video, different captions and everything. Post that one basically right on top of it. Do you do that? Have you ever tried that sort of strategy?
Yeah, so what I do, and I'll show you, I don't know if you've seen the video. This is kind of interesting actually. So I got, yeah, this video is now at 1 million views. So I literally just did this all yesterday. I posted, there's two different videos that I have on my page right now. One video is, here, I'll show you. This is
I'll
one
go,
video.
I'll go to your page right now too.
Oh yeah, just go to my page so you can see it too. But it's this one. You'll see. You go to my
Yep.
page and look at the
Yeah,
first one.
absolutely. Know
So
that
that
one.
one right there. So that one right there, it has 221,000 views and 64,000 likes. This is with music and everything. Video
Right.
did great, great performance, right? Did well. And I was like, what I really focus on with TikTok, and I've noticed this does so well for me every time I do this, is when I do kind of like the behind the scenes to a video. So here we go. Here's the behind the scenes of the video.
Right. Yep.
No music at all. Like literally no music. It's just me walking. I had water in my mouth for the video, and there was like no words.
Right.
It
The
was just
dog. That was the
action.
dog interrupted. Right. Dog
The
interrupted.
dog one. Dog interrupted. 1 million views, 329,000, and that's a very common thing too. Like a lot of people do that kind of stuff, but I've noticed that
So
it
it
does.
actually blew out the viral video. Right. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it completely blew out the viral video. I saw it picking up, and I was like, "Holy cow, this video is doing really well!" Like, what the heck? And I've noticed that's been very beneficial to me. And obviously, that's different for everybody else because some people they'll do the behind the scenes thing, and it
Yep.
won't do well at all. So for me, it's kind of just part of my niche. And my niche is so I have such a broad niche, which I'm super like thankful about with the comedy skits and everything, where
Yep.
I can do so many different creatives with my niche. And for other people, if they try to do that, their behind the scenes video won't do well at all. So I'm super thankful
Interesting.
for that.
Yeah. So within your niche, you're saying you've been able to, or within your brand, you've been able to teach people that we're going to do a behind the scenes look as well. and your fans have actually enjoyed that and grabbed onto it.
Yeah, a lot of people like that behind the scenes look, and I think it's really crucial when you do start TikTok. For everybody that hasn't started, I think it's very crucial to really find your niche and what kind of content you want to be creating, and really figure out your place on the platform. I would say
Yep,
so. Just really just keep creating content.
man. Oh my God, dog!
Woo!
Come on, man.
Woo! Woo! Sorry, my armadillo is going crazy in the background too.
What? Tell me what sounds armadillos make, man.
Oh, I have no clue. I haven't really researched armadillos yet. Should
Dude, I'm
probably
telling you, go with
research
the bunny, dude. Bunny. And then you can do the put it in the bun one where you put the ears in the bun,
that.
dude.
You're right. You're
I
right,
noticed
man.
what was the other one I saw? The wax hand video. It's so funny. Like that's the type of thing where I mean, do you see that? Like you did that. There it is, man. There it is.
This one right
There it
here.
is.
This is the
Yeah.
legendary wax hand. This baby
Wh-
went viral. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. I love the smell of this thing.
like for that one, how'd you pick the sound or whatever? You know what gave you that was just one you like as you're scrolling through TikTok, hear a sound and you're like, ooh, that would be good for like a surprise ending one or a cool ending. Like how does that work
Yeah,
for you?
so for that one, it's interesting. And I even reached out to the creator and he didn't even thank me. He should be thanking me. Long story short. So I just made this video. I was at the Los Angeles County Fair in Pomona, California. And it was so cool. I went there with my friend and I've always loved to do these wax hand videos. Or not videos, but I always did the wax hand thing back when I was like 6 years old. Like if you go
Right.
back to my home in Kentucky and you got these wax hands everywhere. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this video. So I got my friend to film it, and I had no sound at the time. I was like, I have no clue what I'm gonna do for this video, blah, blah, blah. Film this video really on the spot. Put that baby into iMovie, started editing. I was like, what song am I gonna use for this video? And I looked through my playlist on Spotify, and I do this very often. And I looked at my playlist on Spotify, and I found this song called Marlboro Nights or something.
Uh-huh.
And it's a popular song. And literally, that video it's going viral. It has like 1.7 million likes and like 15 million views. And this video has tremendously helped this singer and songwriter, the guy who sang it. And that's
Yeah,
why I
that's
reached out
awesome.
to him. I was like, yo, I would love to work with you. I'd love to meet with you in public. He never DM'd me back. But you know what? I'm useless to him, right? Even though I literally
You
helped
already
him
did the
so
work
much.
for him, man. You already did the
I
work.
did all the work for this dude. Like, and the song wasn't even like it's big, but it's like I made it so much bigger. And now there's like, if you
Yes.
go to the sound, there's like 2,500 videos on that sound. So,
It's incredible, man. It's incredible. There for music, for people who are in the music industry, TikTok is it's literally
so
magic.
good, yeah,
If it works
so
for
good.
you, it is absolute magic. I mean, I even watch guys who don't even really blow up, but are kind of just gotten bigger. Is what was those Cape Lions? You know that guy from Cape Lions? Do you know that guy? So this guy basically created how to make a Little Wayne song or whatever, and he takes the song, he does like something a little funny, and he does some like business like,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden he makes this little song. It sounds like Lil Wayne, and it's the most ridiculous thing. It's funny as heck. The guy went from literally 25 followers on Spotify to 125,000 in like a month on Spotify. It's incredible. And
Wow.
all from and of course we all know about Little Nas X and all these guys, and it's just amazing and TikTok can do that for you. It's fantastic.
Definitely. TikTok's so powerful. It's
Ha-
so powerful. I love
Have
it.
you thought about one thing for monetization rather than brand deal or in addition to brand deals is actually reaching out to music people and having them pay you for using their sound? You've thought about that?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I meant to say that, I guess, when I said the monetization factor. That's, I guess, another way. I mean, I kind of categorize that under the brand deal
Yep.
category, but yes, that is another way. And I've done it several times. I don't do it that often, which I feel like I should do it more. I'm not really big into that. I know some people who literally every single video is a song, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't do it that often. That is a great way to make money, though. Brands or producers or label companies will reach out to you and they'll be like, "Hey, would love for you to use this song." I just had somebody, sorry, excuse me, I just had somebody reach out to me. I think yesterday. Literally every single day, people are always reaching out to me. Use this song for a video. We'll pay you X amount of dollars, and we just love for you to use it. And I'm like, don't really know if I'd like to use that, blah, blah, blah. Some people, they don't even want to pay at all. So sometimes I just politely decline them, but
Dude, don't even pay. Don't even get paid. Just be like, look, I want a percentage, man. I want a percentage.
Right, right, right. That would be even better,
Think
honestly.
long term, right? Because then it's like long term, right? It's kind of like, I mean,
I'm
it's nice
gonna
to get a few $100 or whatever, but to get long term, I don't know. Interesting,
mm,
man. So you don't have a manager or anything that handles that for you? You doing that all yourself?
I do. I do have a manager. So I have a social media manager, and I've been signed with them for probably about 6 months now, and it's going well. They're sending me new brand deals. So they're trying to all the time, and obviously it's hard though for my brand and niche because like they have some alcohol companies that would be great, but obviously I'm 16 years old,
Sure.
not gonna be good for alcohol companies,
Yep.
and that's very difficult. But they're trying to get me as much stuff as possible. It's going well. I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's good news. We're chilling.
I mean, ideally, if you were to look at yourself in 10 years out, what would be the ideal arc of what you're actually doing right now? Have you
Yeah,
do
I
you
would
think
say
like
in
that? Trust me, dude, I'm almost 50. I have a hard time thinking that way, but I'm wondering if you have any sort of ideal you know, master plan.
you're almost 50. You look a lot younger than
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
There's no way. No way. Let's see. I do have a master plan. I would say in 10 years, I would really be where well, depends on where social media is, honestly. I know we
Sure.
said at the beginning, and it's like, yo, like, where's the social media going to be? But I would really say that in 10 years I'll be booking a lot more roles in the acting world,
Mhm.
and I don't know where stand-up comedy will be at the time, but probably I'll still be doing stand-up comedy. I'm really going to be doing everything I'm doing now, but to a larger horizon and have a larger audience, and I'll be more well known to the world. That's the goal. That's what I'm hoping on, and I'll just be grinding and just still working and hoping to make it big time.
Well, I think I mean, from what I would, if you were asking me, you're not asking me, but if you're asking me, if somebody was asking me, well, what's kind of your special skill set that you have, that you probably, I mean, you must know you have it, but the idea of you understand like within you at your core, what is what will resonate with people and what is good content. Um, it's most people don't have that, right? And you've
Mhm.
proved it on a personal level. Um, but then you can take that to other people or other things, which is something you have now. And you could, if you trust me, if you wanted to make money now, you could absolutely make money now just helping other creators. Um, could always be a side business if you needed money. But
Definitely, and that's what I'm. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. And I'm currently like working on, I guess, that kind of thing with in that like that kind of thing with the helping other creators. I'm working on a podcast right now, Parker's podcast, TikTok tips, and I'm trying to figure out a way on how to monetize that, how to get that working. Nothing started yet. Still working on the branding and the logo. I'm waiting for my microphone to be shipped. Like I don't know where this.
bro, you don't
I
have
ordered this
Amazon
thing
up
like
there, man. It's one day,
bro, like
bro.
bro, I'm supposed to, but my like it's not Amazon. My microphone's in Kentucky, but
Yeah.
then we had to ship it out. So I'm hoping for this microphone to come soon, and I guess that's kind of something I'm trying to figure out how to monetize it in that way. And I've always talked about. I think would that be like a Patreon thing? How would that work in monetizing and trying to help other creators out? Do you know how that would work?
I would say, look, I would say this. Like I've been doing a podcast for over a year. I'm actually starting a new podcast focusing on business only because my one about Costa Rica would often fall into business, and I love talking about business more. I mean, I love talking about Costa Rica and helping people with Costa Rica, but business really, that's something I could talk about all day. This type of stuff. I love this sort of stuff. So what I would say to you is, don't worry about monetizing the podcast. The
Mm,
podcast, if you know about like business funnels and funneling people into like a sale, the podcast is the top of your funnel. The podcast becomes an awareness builder.
mm.
So don't worry. There are ways you can monetize a podcast through ads and brand deals and all that sort of stuff, of course. But just start creating the podcast as a top of the funnel way. Just think of it that way. You can, and then your managers and everybody can help you actually figure out, okay, if you build it up enough, okay, then you can monetize it. But look at it at the start as simply a top of the funnel awareness building activity. Because right now, people are finding you basically through TikTok, maybe some Instagram, maybe some YouTube, right? Um,
Mhm.
Well, if you create the podcast and the podcast becomes a place where you can actually help people, and people can come to you for information, okay, then it's like, then they also, guess what? They're gonna look at your accounts. They're gonna follow
Right.
you. They're gonna know about you. You know what I mean? Does that make
I
sense?
do. I do. Yeah, it does make sense. Okay. Cool. 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 Thank you.
What are
Thank
you
you.
gonna do? Who's gonna set you up with your podcast? How are you gonna set it up?
Well, I'm trying to. Well, my mom kind of has a podcast at the moment, and she has like daily briefings. I'll be like, hey, I don't, but oh, she didn't pick it up. Good. Um, my mom, she'll have like daily briefing podcasts, so
Yep.
she's like helping me out with a lot of kind of like the back end of things and how to get the podcast working. But it's kind of just going to be a just live and learn kind of thing, and just hoping that I kind of learn on pick up on things just as I
Dude,
go
it's
on.
honestly, it's so easy. There's literally, I think I posted yesterday on it on Instagram or whatever.
Mm,
There is, like, don't even think about it. Like, just start. Like, you can literally get Anchor, right? Go to anchor.com or anchor.fm, whatever. Get it on your computer. You can plug your mic into the computer and go. I love that you've focused. I'd say focus 100%. Be TikTok tips and tricks, you know, with Parker Pannell, and that's it, right? And it just, because you hype, just like you're saying you do with TikTok, you hyper niche this thing out, right? Don't try to be everything. Be exactly what you are, which is you're giving
smart.
people definitive advice on TikTok. And then, man, dude, don't think about it in like a large, oh, how am I going to create a big show? No, man. You can literally do 1 minute tips every day. Like, as you're thinking, you're filming something and you go, ooh, that's a good tip. You pull up the Anchor app, you go, guys, this is, you got to set your camera shutter speed to blah, 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 whatever you're doing, boom. And you just post it and do content every single day, man. Every day, do a podcast every day.
Hmm.
And you will be stunned, or maybe not stunned because you're used to people consuming your content. But for people who don't get a lot of people consuming their content, man, you do it every day and you show up every day, and don't make it a big deal, but just make it a, really put a lot of content out. And I think you'd be surprised how well you can
Hmm.
do.
Huh.
Maybe
Interesting.
that's
Yeah,
an
I'm glad you
alternative
said.
viewpoint to what you were thinking, like a bigger show, like a big production type of thing.
No, I actually wasn't. No, it actually was kind of that thing, actually, because I talked to a couple mentors also, and I talked to my mom, obviously, and they were saying the same thing, just kind of new content every single day. Just you can really produce these things fast and get them done quick and easy. What I was interested by is kind of like the hyper niche thing that you said,
Yep.
and I was thinking like I was into like a broader show, I guess, but I think that's very smart to just stick to just the TikTok tips while it's working.
I mean, look, you could do a broader, just you, right? This is your
Hmm.
day in the life, or just you talking, right? But then you're kind of grabbing the people who already know you. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Well,
Right.
if you just make it hyper
New
focused on
audience.
TikTok, then, or I mean, you could make more broadly, would be social media. Okay, you're a social media guy as well. You could make it about social media. That could work too. I don't know. I'm not an expert in the thing,
Mm,
but my gut tells me TikTok at this point in time is super, it's popping on just, everybody's beginning to get on it. Look, you got old people on the platform now, right? It's getting into mainstream, and old people, guess what? They listen to podcasts, right? And so if I
mhm,
want the
they do.
tips on and I search podcasts right now, I haven't done it yet, but when I hang up with you, I'm going to search podcasts and see how many, or I'm going to search TikTok within my podcast app and see what comes up. There's no reason that can't be you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Simply
Yeah,
because you
I'll make
already
that
have
me.
this
That
audience,
when you
right?
search that up, that'll be all Parker Panel. You'll see it.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll beat you to it. I'm just kidding, bro. But seriously, that's the way this sort of stuff works. And well, you
Mhm,
see it. You see the synergy between different channels, right? Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You see the different synergies. Ti Podcasting as a whole, it's really the most separate of all those, right? Podcasting is
mhm,
is very separate from all those. And so if you can reach in there, it can funnel back and forth between the thing, and really create a nice synergistic thing. I don't know. I love it. I think it's fantastic.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Well,
to
if
get
you
it
need
up.
help,
What
man,
day is it?
I could help you set it up, dude.
It's
I know your
Thursday.
mom's
Thank you,
gonna.
man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's today's Thursday, As long as I get this microphone in, I'll have it. I'll have it up and running by next week. That's gonna be the goal.
What kind of mic you got?
It is a Blue Yeti.
Okay, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay.
It's okay. All right, cool. Well, I got the Blue Yeti coming in, so I'll start creating my podcast. Hopefully, getting them up by next week. So,
yep. Do you have a good mic for your iPhone? You have an iPhone, right?
I do. I have the iPhone 10.
Okay. What I'd say is get yourself like a lav mic. You know what a lav mic is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get yourself a lav mic that you can plug right into your iPhone. So it's got like the special, hookup or whatever, the lightning cable that goes right into your iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I'm telling you, the people who make it a big deal never make the goddamn podcast, right? Don't make it a big deal. Make it where you're riding in the Uber to go do a shoot. Ooh, I got an idea. And boom, you record it right there. You post it right there and do it every day, bro. Every day.
Okay, cool.
That's my advice, man.
Cool. Got you. Thank you for that. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Dude, I will help you do it. There's no reason you can't have a kick-ass podcast. I'll search it after we hang up and, I'll send you a little, what I'd recommend. But,
for sure. Yeah. Let me know. Yeah. Give me all the tips you got. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Couple other questions and then we'll end this. But, the idea of, or the strategy of deleting or making videos private when they're not working, what's your strategy on that?
Yeah, I try to, if a video doesn't do well for me, I normally try to delete it. And it's just one of those things where when somebody comes and view to my profile, and if they're seeing the videos aren't doing well and they're seeing that my engagement isn't good, especially if it's like a professional or somebody that's working for TikTok, I'm going to want them to see like my high quality videos that are doing well, performing well, and my followers really are engaging with, rather than something that's not doing well. So I normally delete them if they're not.
How long do you wait? What's your wait time before you make a decision?
So it's funny that you said that. While we were literally just on, still on the phone, when I said, hey, what's the 5,000 gift points? I had a video that I posted last night, and the video wasn't doing well at all. So I literally just deleted the video while we were talking here. I woke up and it only had, I think, 40,000 views and 5,000 likes, which really isn't that good. I normally get that within an hour to 2 hours.
Sure.
So I deleted the video. It wasn't doing well. So for that, I waited longer. And sometimes I will literally wait an hour to 2 hours, and I can really get the gist of a video is going to do well or not.
Now, have you, in talking to people from TikTok, have you learned of a benefit to deleting rather than just making it private?
I've never really privated videos. I've always kept them just deleting or kept them public.
Okay. Because I've heard from my guy who talks to TikTok is that privating them, it keeps the likes and it keeps the people who have engaged with it. But I'm not 100% sure about if that's good or bad. You're not the I've heard a lot of popular creators just go with full delete, which may be better for the algorithm.
I don't know. I don't think there's much algorithm there, whether if there's does it really affect you if you're deleting or privating? I've really never noticed anything there. I just delete the videos. Privating, I guess you're right. If the video's doing, if the video's not doing that well, then I'm not really super pertinent on having it still alive so I can keep the likes on my profile. Because I already have, I think I'm at 22.8 million likes or so. So I'm not really focusing on if a video only has 5,000 likes.
Right, preserving those 5,000 likes, you're not so concerned, right?
Yeah. So,
Now when
I think everybody.
I was just going to say, when you're making a video, do you just by nature know, okay, this is the way a video is going to lay out with whatever, a funny ending or an ending that's exciting? I mean, how do you lay that out in your mind when you're thinking about it? Or you just by nature have this idea? Do you actually prepare when you're writing on that sheet of paper you have? How do you do that?
Yeah, being on TikTok is such a great platform where you can always be creating new content, right? So for me, what I do is it's one of those things where it's since I scroll through the For You page every single day, I'm always on that platform. I haven't done it yet today. I still kind of got to figure out what I'm filming today. And based on my idea, sometimes if it's a longer idea where I really need to write down, then I'll write it down. But if it's one of those things where it's like a quicker 15-second video, I normally just come up with the outcome, the climax, and then the resolution at the like just right there on the spot.
Right.
So it really depends. But for the shorter videos, just do it right there on the spot. It's just so much easier, and it provides less stress on my life. I don't have to stress about it all the time.
And what do you use? Do you use a specific camera to film all of your shots, or you ever use the phone itself? Really?
Just all on my iPhone.
100%?
Yeah, it's all on my iPhone. Mm-hmm.
And you film it within the app itself, and then what? Download it and edit it that way, or how do you do it?
No, so I would not suggest filming it within the app itself because it puts a watermark on your video. It's better just to film it off the app unless there's a specific sound that you want to be using on TikTok. Then film it on the app TikTok. But I normally just do it through camera roll. Sometimes I do it slow-mo, and that really just allows me to have full creative control over it and then edit the videos.
Any specific apps that you recommend for editing?
iMovie's great. InShot's great, which is InShot. I don't know if you're familiar with that. INSHOT. Or also Video Star is cool too.
So you're actually taking it from the phone and then putting it on a computer and then editing it in the computer, basically?
Yes. So normally I do my iPhone, but sometimes I'll edit it with the computer. Yesterday I was just working on this video, and
you use
sadly
iMovie on the phone to edit?
I use iMovie.
Bro,
on
you
the phone.
crazy, man. You're insane, dude. That sucks. You use iMovie on the phone? Dude, I'm going to make your life a million times better right now, bro. Right now.
Like iMovie, like I get it. I get it. What are you saying? What do you think?
Dude, you are wasting your time, bro. You are wasting your time. Use one. It's called Luma, Luma Fusion. Look it up right now. Luma Fusion, bro. It's right there on the bottom.
Okay.
Bottom left or right, whatever you see. It's like the swirly thing.
So
cost $30, dude. It'll change your life, man.
All right, I got you right here. I just screenshotted it. Here's the thing, though. Here's the only thing that's different for me, and I guess for other people's kind of content. For me, iMovie is perfect, and it really gets everything I need done and handled very well, because with my kind of content, I don't focus on having insane editing, and editing skills and really having these cool special effects. I do very simple editing things, just really cropping, cutting, sometimes putting in like a cool slash in the video, but like that's very, very rare.
No, dude, trust me, I'm the same way. Trust me, I'm the exact same way. I am not doing any crazy editing. But that editor, dude. Fusion. All right, you probably spend, I don't know, 200 hours, 300 hours a year editing video. This will take that 300 from, in iMovie and put it to 100. It's easy. It's not about being able to do magic. Cool. I'm not doing magic. It's about speed. Like you will just be faster. Like your editing is just 100% worth the $30. 100%.
Cool. Okay, I just screenshot it, so I'll have to check it out. Cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Man, I think that's awesome, dude. I think that's all the time we have. I know you got to run. Go make your videos, man. Dude, I really appreciate your time.
Do some school.
Loved it. Fantastic interview. Dude, I'm so psyched for your podcast, man. Holy cow, dude. You're going to have, dude, there's a magical window right now. I think you're right at the cusp of it, where you could, by starting something like that, you could really get some deep following. The only thing that it doesn't do with the podcast, if you niche it down to TikTok, is it doesn't build like a longer term, hey, this is who Parker is, right? It doesn't really do that. But that doesn't matter, because they're going to be following you everywhere else, right? And so if this went out, or if you did a podcast, okay, this is the TikTok tips with Parker podcast, and guess what? The next one, okay, it's Vine 2.4, and that becomes the next app. Well, guess what? You then just do a new podcast. It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a forever thing.
Definitely right. Like I can always expand with my content, like they're there. As long as they're there, I can figure it out from there.
Absolutely. One other thing, actually, what just occurred to me. Do you have like a website yourself, or no? You're all just
I do. Yeah. It's parkersplayground.com.
Oh, of course. Yeah. What am I saying? Yeah, of course. I've already been there.
If you want it. Yeah. parkersplayground.com. If you want to check that out.
Of course. No, I don't know. It just occurred to me, like, because I'm thinking of my own website, and somehow I've already checked it out, of course, but I'll put that in.
I got my hosting. Yeah. Cool. I got my hosting on my episodes and weekly episodes on there, like top songs to listen to, Parker's playlist, Parker's plate, best food in LA, all that good stuff. So feel free to check it out.
Awesome, man. Dude, thanks so much. I really appreciate it, man. And I'll send you all the info when this is all up and running. Uh, awesome, dude. Thanks so much.
For sure. Do it, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it, dude.
All right, take care, bro.